Hello, everyone. My name is Victor. I think I'm the least prepared speaker from the fintech perspective from this room, because all of you are super specialists in this. But actually, I would like to remind you that everything what we are speaking today and we are discussed today and maybe next days, they have some beneficiaries, and this beneficiary is called people. So I will speak on the perspective of myself as a user of the services you provide, you are praising. And I will try also to make a little bit of journey through my ordinary day. And I will just remind you that I'm trying to push a little bit everything what's mean digitalization in the Republic of Moldova from different perspective, everything what's mean e-governance, because I really didn't use any of them, any of the digital services till 2010. And now I'm using only digital services. So I think I signed today some 20 times digitally. I checked what my kid was done, and I registered for my marathon next week in Italy online, so I did everything online. But I spent this week here in Chisinau, and on Monday morning, I was visiting this nice, beautiful place. It's called Poșta Moldova in the center. I did it on Tuesday as well. So when you're going on Monday, and every single day, because I live just nearby, you see this kind of photos there. So it's written, faptul că stai în rând mă liniștește teribil. So the fact that you are in the queue, it's like, disturbing for me. So go another 400 meters somewhere. Think about that. And I was asking one guy sitting here all the time, saying, what do you want? And I discussed with him some 20 minutes, so that actually 100% of these guys inside, they are doing just two things. They are just paying something or they're receiving some money. So everything like that could be done online, but somehow this is taking so much time. Actually, what you will see here, it's some of the print screen from my computer or my phone, and almost all of them, because actually I would like to show you a journey of my regular day, like today. For example, this idea of putting together all these invoices, in Estonia everything is digitalized, including this water, but I live in two places in Estonia, in one village and in one city, in Tallinn. But in the village I do not have this water counter. But actually, I have this kind of platform, which is called Corto. This is exactly my counter of the water. It's a print screen. So I do everything online, and online automatically, just in 1 second, or maybe even less, it's going to the provider of water. So it's so easy, and I don't understand why we cannot do such a small and such a easy solutions in the Republic of Moldova. So, but I think this is the key what I would like to tell you, because you said about this EQIC, IML, and all this kind of stuff, but actually I would like to underline that the baseline of everything what's mean digital transformation and e-banking and fintech in Estonia, everything lies in digital authentication. No authentication, no digital solution. You could develop 1 million of the solutions here. But if only 5% of the population of Moldova, even less, because we made a study on that, have the digital authentication tools, then the penetration rate of your solutions will be always very small. I will come back to that a little bit later. So I'm using this solution, which is it's a private solution, smart ID solution, of one private company, which each now is much more used than the governmental-based one. So think about that, and also think about the idea that actually we have this kind of solution. It's called MobiSign. It's developed, but actually more than 1.5 years it's staying somewhere in the corridors. I know a little bit more about that, but we need this kind of solution. Actually, about money, because someone said that we need a lot of these ATMs. No, we don't need a lot of ATMs, and we don't need to increase the number. And this is exactly what I would like to show you. Actually, I added these photos a little bit later after this speech here today, because it's so easy to do it. So this in the left, this is the biggest chain of shops in Estonia. It's called COP, 360 shops altogether. And it's a deal between banks, between all banks and COP. And now in all 360 shops, you could go with your card and you could withdraw cash from there. No need to put this additional ATM there. So decrease the number of ATMs and discuss with the people, with the shops, because they have a banking terminal there, because they have cash and they don't need this cash. So make this kind of deal with them. And not only the shops, but also Olerex. Olerex is the biggest chain of the gas stations in Estonia, so it doesn't matter. I will just stop and I will take money from them. So make, because this is another problem, and the lecture from Moldova, we are not speaking with each other. We think that, in our house, everything we should do by ourselves. We are not cooperating, but the key is in cooperation. Maybe the next one. We are proud of our super fintech environment in Moldova, more than 200 fintech companies, as you may know. But actually, we are using, even I'm using this kind of stuff like Salve, which is making this kind of annual coverage for my company, even I have a very small company. Another one, it's about transportation, for example. When I'm going to the city, I have a car, of course, but I'm not using it because I don't need it. Because I'm just opening this kind of stuff. I see this is exactly my station, of bus station, and I see if I need a ticket or not, or if I have a validation. If not, of course, I will use this kind of form. So this is the part of my life. I'm just looking there. I see if I have ticket. If I do not have ticket, I'm just adding a little bit of money there. So everything is fintech. Yeah? So let's move a little bit further, and we have this Verif, maybe you know. I discussed with Romanian colleagues today. If you're cooperating with them, please, if you need introduction to them, I will put you in contact. But actually what they are doing, these guys, so they are doing this in such a simple and intuitive way. It's so easy to understand. Even my kid, he's in the 2nd grade, he understands what's mean this kind of fraud protect and this kind of age validation and stuff like that. We are using this because they're easy to use. It's for everyone, not only for super professionals and guys like you. Yeah? So let's move a little bit further. And this is the key which I would like to tell you. You could develop all kinds of services. You could develop brilliant ideas. But if there's no cooperation between the institutions, for example, in this case, what you see here, it's this tax department. I'm entering just with one click with my smart ID there. And this is actually my dashboard. I discussed with Colleen about the dashboard in our banks where it's everywhere and everything is there. But this is from the tax department. What does that mean? What you could see here? You see that actually I entered, is Victor Guzun there. But actually I could select whom I'm representing, myself, my kid, or one of my companies there. Yeah, so I see everything here. Actually, I put it here just to see that I don't have any debts to the government. Yes, they should pay me a little bit more. But the idea is that it's so simple, so intuitive, in one click, and everything is very friendly for the users. I'm not a specialist again, but actually I could use all of them because they are so intuitive. But if the tax department, if the databases, as Vitaly said, is not good, accurate, precise, unified, no possibility to make this kind of solutions, of course. Maybe something else? I already told you that I live in Tallinn and in one village, like 100 kilometers. But actually, if my wife would like to send me a bottle of wine to me, I'm in the village with my kid, she could do it, and vice versa, because we have this kind of devices literally everywhere. So this made a revolution in everything what's mean fintech and online payments and all this kind of stuff. So we are literally using it every day, every single day. Actually, some of my neighborhood, this is the real picture where I'm going every single day. Sometimes, for example, this is my shop where I'm going and my library where I work near my office. So this is a shop you're entering. There is no vendor there for the shoes, by the way. You could go, you're ordering, you are measuring your shoes. This is the real life, which is across myself. And actually, I'm associated with one university. It's Taltech, Tallinn University of Technology. And this is actually the cafe and the shop in the court of one of our blocks in the university. Don't look inside. You will not see people, because I'm entering with my digital ID inside there. And actually, with the smart ID, I'm entering here as well. Again, no authentication, no digital signature, no services. Just remember about that. I will move forward. Actually, what you see here, and actually I want to show you something, because this is actually, I have two companies, not big, small ones, but I haven't seen my accountant in one company more than 3 years, and another one I have seen just once in my lifetime. And that's so important to mention, because actually the accountants have this kind of system, and this is my place. Actually, I made a print screen with some of my expenses, yes? Because, for example, my wife asked to buy some chocolates from Bucuria to make the present, and I would like to register them to the company, for example. So what I will do, and this is accountant system. So I will just put here. So I will select which kind of company I would like to put this exact invoice here. I will make just in front of you one photo, and actually this is automatic, how it will come, and all the data will be generated here automatically in this way. Just a second. And all this happens in real life right now. And after this, it's generating this kind of device. And actually, I say that this is actually the invoice which I would like to bring the money back to my company. What's super important is that this particular piece of paper, because now it's a piece of paper, I could destroy it, and this will be already the proof in the documents. But imagine, if the tax department is not having this kind of approach, this will never be the reality in the Republic of Moldova, okay? So this is so important to cooperate. I'm finishing. For example, on Tuesday, I will go to play tennis. I'm playing every Tuesday. This kind of game is called paddle. And actually, this is my application for the sport. This is usual. I'm using on every single day. You see, I should pay. This is actually a print screen from my phone. I should pay there to play. But also, I could select when I would like to play. For example, I just checked if I could play on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm using Fintech for this, because it's making my life so easy. And of course, we have this kind of devices, for example. This is the pharmacy. I could go there and online without vendor to buy a drug. Of course, it's in the testing, because, you know, pharmacies and drugstores are very super regulated, but it's working. Or these ones. This is already, every kid in Estonia knows that we don't need a vendor in the shop, because you could do it online. And I'm finishing here. So for example, even if I'm using the car, I registered already this in my Circle K. It's our company for gas. It's called like Easy Fuel. So I just put the number of the car there, and the camera is recognizing my car automatically. I'm just going. I'm putting the gasoline, and I'm going. So I'm not paying. I'm not doing anything. Why? If the machine could do it. And I will just, this is the last beautiful slide which I have. Why? Because I just have seen that actually on the 6th of September, like 1 month ago exactly, yes, the National Digital Strategy 2030 was approved in Moldova. How many of you, please raise your hand, but be sincere, have seen and wrote this document? Please raise your hand. 1, 2. I also did it because I coordinated a little bit of this effort, yes, but this is actually exactly the idea. Now we have a strategy document. It's clearly mentioned that fintech is the top priority and the business and the promotion or companies like you, but actually no one knows about this, or very limited number of people. And actually remember that this strategy has one single goal, and this goal is that every citizen of Moldova should benefit from the strategy and no one should be excluded. And only 3 people from the conference on fintech, where the brightest minds are, have seen this. Just think about this when you remember how my usual day is going in Estonia. Thank you very much.